Good morning. I just wanted to go over how to graph systems of equations. Let me get that down. Oh, doesn't want to do that. Sorry. We'll have that go away in just a few minutes. But I did notice that a lot of you haven't gone on to do any of the assignments yesterday. So I thought maybe you guys were having a problem or didn't remember how to actually graph. So I'm going to go over this with you, and hopefully this will help you do it. Doesn't want to go away. Okay, so step one, you're going to start on your y-intercept. That's the first step, y-intercept on your y-axis. So we're going to put a dot at 3. So put a dot at 3. The next step is our slope, our rate of change. The negative is going to tell us we're going to go down 5, and right 3. So we're going to go down 5 and right 3. So from your dot, so we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 3. And we can even keep doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3. And then we want to have as nice of a line. We'll see how I can do this on my board, on my computer. And we draw a line. We do want it as big as our actual graph. Makes it a lot easier. Next, we're going to do the second graph. And the object is we want to find where our two graphs actually meet. So again, start here on your y-intercept, so at -3. And our second step is our slope. So here it's positive, so we're going to go up 1 and right 3. We always go to the right because we think we're right. So it's just an easier way to remember it. So go up 1 to the right 3, up 1 to the right 3, and you draw, whoops, cannot do that one not very nicely. There we go. And we see that they do meet right here at this point right there. So we want to actually write the solution. So where did they meet? The x goes first, so 1, 2, 3, went over 3 and went down 2. This is our solution. Okay? That's our first one. We're going to try one more of this type, and then we'll go on to another one. So again, start here. 1, 2, 3. And now our slope, if it's not in a fraction form, we just put it over 1. That's it. So we're going to go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, over 1. And just so I can have some more dots, because writing on the computer is not that easy, we're going to draw a line. Yeah, my line's not perfect, but we get the idea. Then we do our second equation. I like using different colors just to make it a little bit easier to distinguish which one is which. So here's 1. We're going to start at -2. Now, the number in front of x, there is no number, but there is an imaginary 1. So we're going to put it 1 over 1. So we're going to go down 1 to the right 1. Down 1 to the right 1. Keep going so you have a nice straight line, hopefully better than mine. And again, we see that it meets at that point, okay? And that point is going to be -1, -1. Okay, so again, start at the y-intercept, which is the last number without the x, then use the slope to get to your next point. Now, sometimes we're not going to have it in a function that we want. So here, excuse me, is I wrote them side by side just to make it easier. But these are still the same one, different equation, but same kind of step. But if you notice, these are in standard form. It's not slope-intercept. So what we're going to be doing, we put a 1 in front of it. Step 1 is move x to the other side. So 1 at x is positive, so we're going to minus it. And I'm writing it very small so I know I'm doing that. And they're going to cross off. So we're going to get 2y equals the -2 and the -1. These are not -1x. These are not the same thing. So you're going to write one in front of the other. Doesn't matter which one comes first. I like to do x first, but doesn't matter. Now the next step is we're going to divide everything. We want to get the y by itself. And I don't want to reduce -1/2 to 0.5. Graphing is the one time when you really, really like fractions. Makes it a lot easier. And then 2 divided by 2 is just 1. I'm going to graph that. So I'm going to start at -1, go down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. And if you notice, I'm going in the other direction just very lightly so I know I can have a straight line. Okay, now the other equation. Whoops, let's not do the same color. Okay, so we're going to put a 1 in front of the x, minus it to both sides. They will cross, the x's cross off on the left side. And we get -1x plus 16. It's a plus because the 16 doesn't have a negative in front of it. Now, when we divide, we're going to take that -4 by everything. It wants to share. A negative over negative is positive. This is where I do not want to see you just say it's 4. It's actually 1/4. And positive over negative is negative. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So we're going to start at -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go up 1 over 4. And this one goes off the graph, but we get the idea. And our point here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, -3. Okay? We're going to do that one more time. Okay. So again, let's write those steps on the bottom. I'll write it down here. So steps. 1, move x to the other side. And this is usually going to be addition or subtraction. Always the opposite sign than what we have. Step 2, get y by itself. This is usually going to be division. Okay, it's usually going to be division. Very rarely will it be multiplication. I've not seen it in IM1 at all. So we're just going to stick with division. And you can always pause or replay these videos to help you. So again, first step, move the x to the other side. Cross out, we get 2y equals -7x plus 18. Sorry. Then divide by 2. Y equals -7/2 x plus 9. So we're going to start at 9. 8, 9. Mine graph didn't get that big. And go down 7 to the right 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the right 2. Down 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right 2. So there's my equation, my points. Connect the dots. Oh, I wish I this writing on the computers are very tough, but we'll work it. Next one. Again, move if there's no number in front of the letters, put a 1. Move the 3x. It's positive, so I'm going to subtract. So -1y, these cross out. -3x plus 4. Divide by -1. Get y by itself. Negative over negative is a positive, and I'm going to leave it in that fraction. You could write it as just 3. That's fine, but I want it as a fraction because slopes are so much easier. Positive over negative is a negative, and this is the one I'm going to leave it as a 4, -4. So start at -4. 4. Our slope is positive, so up 3 over 1. Up 3 over 1. And we can already see that they will be meeting. You do not want to forget to label the point of where they meet. So this one's meeting at 2, 2. You have to label where they meet, because when we do take a test on this, I will take off a full point if we don't have the solution. All right, so I hope this helps you guys. Review it. Please review it. Next week, I'll do another video for you. I know Papik's also writing a video. Please email me if you have any questions. I am answering my emails very, very quickly. But we do want to see you doing work. If not, tomorrow I'm going to let the office know who is not working, and you will get hounded by them. So get your work done. All right. Good luck, you guys, and email me if you have any questions. Yep, let's see.